Hey neighbors, and welcome back to the Curls and Commentary channel. Today's video is pretty special because I'm doing it for my girl Monique, who had asked in the comment section of my most reliable hair products video about the hair. How do I achieve my wash and twist and go? So I figured I would do the last section of my head with you guys and kind of show you my process for when I want to achieve results that are very, close to a wash and go. So let's, I guess, kind of rewind it a little bit and tell you guys why I have found a modification for wash and goes. And quite honestly, single strand knots in excess are the reason why I cannot do traditional wash and goes as a high density fine strand natural. Even if I have a super strong holding gel that clumps my curls and all the things, if I allow my hair to set and shrink up in its loose state, I will have single strand knots like crazy, which will lead to breakage, entangling, etc. So I sometime in the past decided, well, what if I set my hair in twists so that way I can achieve the look and the benefits and, my natural curls from the wash and go, but I'm not letting my hair get to a place where it just draws upon itself. And then came the twist and go, the wash and twist, okay? So let's talk a little bit about where we're at so far, and then we'll jump right into these last 3 twists. First and foremost, I did decide to go in with a new leave-in conditioner today. It's from Cream of Nature. I think it was like $5.50 at my local beauty supply store. And guys, the ingredients seem pretty good. It's very much so water, like petrolatum, silicone, shea butter, mango butter, some cetyl alcohol, maybe, I don't know, but it's very buttery, very smooth. And whenever I'm using a product that doesn't have silicone in, like if my styler doesn't have silicone, I prefer to use a leave-in with some silicone. And I was gonna use my Texture ID low porosity leave-in, but the girl's been using that up and it's all gone. So I decided to do a replenishing purchase. Technically did break my no-buy, but we move, okay? So I bought that leave-in conditioner and I tried it today, but I'm gonna wait to give you guys my real thoughts on it because I decided to go in with like a conditioner cocktail today that had like my Curlsmith multitasking conditioner and some other stuff in it, and I just didn't like it. I don't think that my hair really got the benefits of the moisture and the slip and everything. So I think that 1000% impacted like my first try of this leave-in. So I don't want to prematurely share my thoughts. I'd rather wait until a wash day after like a really good deep conditioning session and give you guys like my full thoughts on the leave-in. But just know that's what's in my hair and I love the smell. It's like very mango, tropical, delicious. So anyway, now that we talked a little bit about how we got here, babes, this is what the hair is giving. I did detangle, sit under the bonnet dryer for 5 minutes, and now my hair is damp. You can already tell what I've been through because my cuticles are pretty open. My hair is already kind of frizzy, and that's just an indication that it didn't get the sealing and the moisture that it typically does from my deep conditioner. Like my leave-in conditioner can try, babes, but it cannot do the job of a mask, treatment, deep conditioner, etc. But anyway, here's what the hair is looking like, and we're gonna go ahead and split this into 3 sections the same way that I did over here. And this is not really like a tutorial or nothing like that. This is not really me telling you what to do. This is me showing you what I do. So this is what the hair is looking like, and we have kind of 2 ways we can go about this. Now I'm a cream girly down to the bone, so I prefer to use a cream in my wash days, honestly most times, but I also want the structure, I want the hold, the shine, the clumpage of the gel to shine through. So on the lower layers of my hair, I'm gonna be going in with a cream on the first kind of round, and I'll go over it with my gel. But then when I get to the top, like these last 2 twists, I'm just gonna do gel because I don't want the hair to frizz. Obviously, that's the hair that you see up close and personal, and I want that to be super juicy, super defined, and have some good hold. So let's talk a little bit about cream. I'm gonna be using the Dr. Miracle Strong and Healthy Shea Butter and Rosemary Length Retention Leave-In Cream. This is one of the ones that I know doesn't have crazy hold, so I think it'll be good as a moisture base underneath my gel. And then let's talk gel. I'm going in with the Donna's Recipe Curl Enhancing Whipped Vanilla Gel. And this has a lot of slip. I did not see any glycerin in the ingredient list. I did decide to transfer it into something a bit more easy because since it has so much slip and it's in a tube, y'all, it just be slipping and sliding around the whole situation, and I can't do that. It's overstimulating. So we're gonna start with the cream and we'll go in with the gel. And I kind of will tell you a little bit more about the gel as I'm using it, but that's my cream. And I'm primarily focusing the cream on my ends because obviously the ends is really where you're gonna see the length retention, growth, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And also guys, as we're going through this, just remember, I do have heat damage. So if you're somebody like, oh, I'm gonna go run out and get this gel, the gel probably works for me in this situation because I have heat damage. I don't have heat damage all over my head, but it's a good amount. And you can definitely tell when I put the gel on, like my roots, if my hair was like the way that it is at my roots all the way down, the gel probably would not be able to stand a chance. But because it's a bit weaker and the curl bonds and all that stuff are broken, I'm able to get away with this gel. So anyway, let's talk about it. I'm gonna go in with just one pump of this gel, and don't mind my ghetto container, y'all. I had dropped it, it broke, we moved though. So this gel is very creamy and cloudy. I love the consistency. It has a lot of good slip, like really, really good slip. I've never used a gel this slippery before. And so you guys saw that I added the cream, I brushed my hair, and now I'm just smoothing the product down. I'm not a shingle type of girl, but if you're into that, have at it, babe, do your thing. But you can see I'm just smoothing my hair down, and I'm trying to smooth it down from the root. And then now, the more and more I smooth, the more my curls start to clump and give me a little poppage. Now, this is what I was talking about. You see my roots? The roots are not really impressed, but my ends are a little damaged, and they're like, this gel's fine. So we're gonna go with it, and all I'm gonna do is just split this into 2 sections and start to twist. Now here's also the difference. This is not like, I'm not gonna twist this like I would a normal twist out. I'm actually twisting this pretty loosely. It's not going to be a whole bunch of focus on under twisting and torsion and all that. We're really just doing this so that the hair can set. I don't want the twist pattern to overtake my actual curl pattern, you know, the wash and go pattern. So that's something to keep in mind. And an easy way to prevent over twisting or making it too tight is to just drop your hands down as you're twisting and not having it too close. It's an easy way to do it. So we're gonna do just gel for these last 2. The cream is gonna be helpful for the bottom to keep some moisture, but I don't need that extra moisture to interfere with definition at these top layers. So I'm just gonna go in with some more gel. And speaking of this gel, I did get it at Target for I think $10 or $11. And I'm not even really sure what led me to get it. I think I just was like, hey, I know I'm gonna be going for definition. I'm not gonna be stretching my hair with the Rev Air. So let me try to find something that'll give me a little hold when my hair is in a shrunken state. And I noticed that it didn't have any glycerin. I also noticed that, you know, it came in like a decent amount. I think it was like 10 ounces or something. And I was like, oh shoot, okay, Donna, okay, Tab. So that really piqued my interest, and I just decided to get it. So you guys can see the gel by itself, hopefully. I get a little more shine. My hair is not as weighed down with the gel just by itself, but I do feel like it gives me that definition I'm looking for. And I'm gonna go in with one more pump and just kind of focus it on my roots. And guys, like I said, this slip is crazy. Like, and y'all know I'm a sucker for some slip. I am a sucker for some slip. So let me just point out really quick. If this was a regular wash and go, my hair would have not be dangling down like this. It would already started to shrink up past, you know, my jawline. Like I have a decent amount of shrinkage, heat damage and all. So you really do get the benefit of elongated hair when you're using a setting technique that it like keeps the hair stretched. So now you can see it didn't do too much more work, but I do think that focusing a little extra on my roots gave me some help. And then now, once again, I'm just gonna split this into two, and I'm gonna try to choose where it naturally separates. Like that was a natural spot. And then just twist. And once again, I'm not twisting too tightly, but you can see here, if I bring my hands down, that helps me to keep the twist a little looser. Whereas if I was twisting like normal, I would be right up in here, you know what I mean, really close. But I don't want it to overpower my natural curls. So that's it. Now I'm just gonna finger twirl the ends like a normal twist out. And that's what it's giving. I'm excited. Now I don't really know how this is gonna turn out. The last time I did this for that video that you guys saw, I actually used the African Pride curl smoothie, which I was like falling in love with. And that curl smoothie did give me a bit more definition than this Dr. Miracle's cream. So, you know, there is potential that my hair won't be as defined as it was in that last video that you guys saw. But at least you get an idea of my technique and all that good stuff. So last twist, I'm just raking it through, and you can see now this part of my hair is not really heat damaged, so this is a bit better indication of like how this gel is kind of working for my natural curls. I more so have heat damage on this side. Like you can kind of see where the twist stops getting fat. That's a little bit more heat damaged, but right here, this is pretty healthy hair. I don't really have any issues with density and stuff like that. So when I start to brush it, you guys are gonna probably get a better judgment of how this gel works for, you know, type 4 hair, high density, fine strands. If I had to pick a number, I'd say it's more 4A, 4B. But you know, everybody's coils and curls are a little different, so that's just a reference. So now I'm just brushing it down. And this is really helpful for me because I have high density hair. My strands need to kind of be told where to go. Some people can brush in the shower and then they don't need to brush again. They can kind of just finger detangle. That's not my story. So for this one, I'm just kind of holding where my hands, you know, finished when I brushed it. And I'm gonna go in with one more pump of gel and just kind of smooth it down. And as you can see, with one hand, I'm kind of doing the separating or raking, and then the other hand is more of the smoothing. And if I want to separate, I'll bring my thumb through, but I kind of have two different purposes going on. And smoothing is most important. And then, oh, the other thing I was gonna say about this is, you know, like setting it in a twist actually helps the gel out, because, you know, when you do a wash and go, your gel has to be a strong hold if you really want it to be like clumped, and you don't want those individual strands just hanging out by themselves. And so you can see here, this for a wash and go wouldn't really do the trick, because like if I would just let it set like this, it wouldn't do the trick, because look, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, Donna, this ain't even it, you know what I mean? But I give Donna the benefit of the doubt, babes, because I'm about to twist her up. and letting it dry in a twist kind of tells those hairs that we're wondering where to go. And so that's what we're about to do. That's what it looks like before I twist it. Some of these are clumped nicely, but some of these need a little help, and that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to help it out. So I'm gonna break this into 2 sections again where it kind of naturally separates and start twisting. Once again, twisting loosely, and gonna go all the way down. And guys, that's it. That's my process. So the hair is nice and twisted up. Hopefully you guys see the dull high porosity girl is getting a little shine. Same thing on this side. Not bad, right? Not bad. So let me go ahead, dry this hair, and I'll be back when it's time to take it down and show you the final results. But Mama's got a little hang time. Mama's got a little hang time, not the twists hanging on the shirt like these. Anyway, don't mind me, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, dry my hair, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. What's up, you guys? The girl is back, and it's time to take these twists out. I really don't know what to expect, but we'll see. My hair does feel kind of soft, but it does have some structure, so I don't know, babes. Anyway, I'm about to section my hair off, and then we'll take the first one out as a family. Then I'll go and do the rest of them and come back when I'm on the last couple. But yes, let me put some grease on my fingers. My hands actually do feel moisturized when I touch my hair, so I think that's a good sign. But yeah, little grease, and let's get it cracking. I'm hopeful for some definition because I've been having a hard time getting definition my last few wash days. But okay, that's my first section. I feel like I have a good amount of definition, and I have pretty minimal frizz. There's like a couple spots with some frizz, but overall, I'm not mad at it. So I'm just putting a little bit of grease on my ends, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving. I'll be back when I get to this one. See y'all soon. Y'all, your girl is back. I have 3 twists left to take out, which we will do as a team, as a family. I do have to let y'all know I'm enjoying my results thus far. I really feel like the definition is there. I don't have any like webbed ends. I feel like the shape is looking good. I've got some good movement, but I can't touch my hair too much, babes, because it flaked. If I get to touching and feeling, babes, it will quite literally start snowing in the house, okay? So let's go ahead and take these out together, and we'll get into my thoughts on this combination. But just know, we are walking in a winter wonderland, babes. We are walking in a winter wonderland. So anyway, here's my section, and I got some really good definition and hold from this gel, which I'm grateful for. My hair does feel moisturized despite having a lot of hold and definition, and I'm able to separate. But look, that looks like dandruff, dermatitis, like I have a scalp issue, okay? And grateful to God, I do not have a scalp issue, but you wouldn't know looking at this hair flaking. So sad. So I'm already not separating much, but I'm really not separating too much because, guys, look at this. It looks like somebody sprinkled cornstarch on my roots. Hate that for me, but we move on to the next section, okay? Once again, I'm unraveling, I'm kind of going the other direction, and look at all that clumpage I got. Can you guys see that? This is why I was telling you that the hair being set in twists helps to make up for the like little bit of frizz that you might get from the gel. So I still think that the technique is great. I just got some flaking, some heavy flaking, which is not very cool. So let me do this one as well. And I'm just kind of separating where it naturally wants to. Yeah, It's not flurries, babes, it's a blizzard. It's a blizzard. Got snow outside and inside. We're on the last one. I got some pretty good separation and clumping, which I'm happy about. So I'm able to look at the pluses, but the minuses are apparent, okay? So took out that side. Now I'm just doing the same with the other side. I'm gonna have to get up. It flaked bad. All right, y'all, so it's time to get into my final thoughts. My hair is very moisturized, very defined, and very flaky, as I already mentioned. Sometimes you just gotta take the good and appreciate where you are, but also understand we don't want to repeat the bad, okay? So let me lean in. You can see, hopefully very clearly, the flakes. And like I said, it looks like somebody sprinkled some cornstarch in my hair. But if we get to about this angle, it's not that bad. But yeah, really good definition, really good shine. My hair looks nice and dark, what I'm grateful for, but it is really bad. So as far as kind of thinking back, even though my last, 5 or 6 wash days have had a mix, you know what I mean? Like I've had some wash days that my hair didn't flake, but I got some frizzing, or I had some wash days where my hair looked good, kind of like this, but I got flaking. All of those things tell me that I think it would be good for me to just reset my curls and clarify my hair next wash day. I use creams, grease, silicones, shea butter, all that kind of stuff. So I think it would be good to just restart. But with that being said, I mixed them all in my hand. It was a very smooth, very clean mixture, but sometimes it just doesn't translate to the curls. And my hair was not like soaking wet, but it also wasn't like dry by any means. Like it was very much so damp. So I don't know. But anyway, babes, hopefully you enjoyed this video, flakes and all. I was excited to finally make this happen, and the technique I think is good. I just want to find a combo of products that will work well for me. This combination was definitely more moisturizing than my first time doing the twist and go some time back. So I'm glad that I got a bit more moisture, but yeah, I'm gonna enjoy wearing this for the couple days, 2-3 days or whatever. And then I'm absolutely going to enjoy washing these flakes out of my hair. But for the time being, I'll take what I can get, okay? But yes, y'all, thanks again for watching. Go ahead, drop a comment down below. Let me know you hung out with me on today's video, and I will see you in the next one.